Hey there, thanks for watching. It's Tuesday and today's theme is taking it to the next level. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 ways that I am taking it to the next level and give you some tips. Hope this will help. Stay tuned. I think everyone at one time or another hits that point where you're just sick of the way that things are, or you decide that certain things are no longer acceptable. And that is the number one tip for taking your life to the next level, is to simply decide that certain things are no longer acceptable, i.e. it's no longer acceptable for me, and this is a silly example, but it's no longer acceptable for me to wear wrinkled clothes to work, or it's no longer acceptable for me to wear clothes that don't fit to work. And just decide that you are not going to do anything that is no longer acceptable. So in essence, you're just raising your standards. And even if it's like by a millimeter, you're raising those standards. Bit by bit, those teeny tiny changes add up over time. So that is my number one first tip for taking your life to the next level, is to simply decide that things are no longer acceptable. Now, this is something that's kind of been in progress for a long time, and I am constantly in the process of refining this and weeding out, deciding that this is no longer acceptable. I no longer accept this behavior from myself or this behavior from myself. And it really takes patience and dedication, but if you stick with it, you'll find that it will yield results. For example, this morning, I decided that it's no longer acceptable to not exercise before work. So I got up and I just did a mile on the treadmill. That's all. Not 5 miles, not 7, not half a mile, just a mile. I'm like, just do something. It's not acceptable to not do anything. It also helps to come at it from the other side and to say, you know what, you're valuable, you're worthy, your body is worth exercising, it's worth it to just get up and do this. So that's number 2, is recognize your value and how valuable you are. You don't deserve to have crap thrown down you in terms of food. You don't deserve to have mountains of debt piling up behind you. This is, again, kind of a personal one, because in the moment you can be thinking, well, I do deserve that really nice whatever, or that really nice, I don't know, like, for me, it's like, it adds up in little ways. It's like I go to Walmart and I want to buy everything in the stationery section, or everything in, I don't know, clothing? Not really. I want to buy all of the nice groceries. And it's really a process of sort of weeding out and really sticking to your plan. You're worth sticking to the budget for. So number 1 is realize your worth. Number 3 is to do more of the good and less of the bad. More of the good stuff that you know will get you to where you want to go in the end, and less of the bad stuff, less misbehavior, because, refer to point number 2, you're worth good behavior. You're worth behaving well for. Number 4, work your plan, but realize that we plan plans, not results. And this is one of my favorite sayings because it is so true. Ultimately, we have no control over the end result. All we can control is our own actions and where we hope to be heading. So we can point our boat in the right direction, and we can turn on the gas and we can steer it in the right direction, but ultimately we have no control over the winds or the waves or things that might come. All we do is keep heading in the right direction. So I would say take your eyes off the end goal, but keep moving in the right direction. Don't get focused on the way that you think things should be, and just keep on moving in the right direction. So these are my quick tips for taking your life to the next level. They are sort of, this is what you do on a daily basis, and ultimately these little results over time are what determine the outcome of your life or your plan or your process. These little things that you do gradually over time. So I encourage you to stick with it, accept that you are worth more, demand more from yourself, decide that certain things are no longer acceptable, and put that into practice. So I hope this has been helpful. These are my tips for taking your life to the next level. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll keep watching. Bye!